Did you already hit it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You are live, Daniel, so entertain people while I go get Angie.
We're going to go see if we can get Angie to join in. She'll be our third. Good morning, everybody. I guess I'll do the intro. Welcome to the Morning Brick. Whoop, hang on. I gotta turn my phone volume down. Welcome to the Morning Brick, our podcast here at Atlanta Brick Co. on Wednesday mornings at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, where we talk about Lego leaks, rumors, news, everything going on in the Lego world.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah, I think
a little
that's
bit
right.
more of me in there. There we go.
Just the two of us?
Just the two of us.
There you go. You want me to run comments? You start,
we can
start
both
with
do
your
it.
news.
I like looking at comments too much.
Good morning, Morgan. How you doing? Malistair. We got Art Claxton. Ben Hoskins says afternoon from Ireland.
Oh, really?
Is that a new one?
Okay, wow.
I don't know if I've seen Ireland before.
I see it right
Pack
here.
Racing Club Yo-Yo. Oh, well, there you go. You're repping Ireland. That's how you got their attention. Good morning, Frazoom. How you doing? All right, let's get things
Okay,
rolling
let's see
here.
what we got here. We got a few things to talk about. We covered this. Gosh, we've been covering this ever since the pictures came out. But Series 23 figures are physically being seen in stores, and
Kohl's was what I had heard.
Kohl's.
I know Dana said he'd found some at Kohl's.
I think they're pretty much everywhere at this
Are they?
point.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
Potentially if they're getting their stuff out.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go try and find some of those.
Which are your favorites?
The night girl.
Yeah.
That may be one of the only ones I pick up at it. I mean, there's a lot of cool ones, but I don't collect a ton of CMFs anymore. I mean, I was crazy about them when they first came out, but I kind of got burnt out on it.
I could see that. Yeah. So we are getting. I don't want to go too much into it, but on Friday I'm flying out to Portland, picking up a big collection.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we're going to get sealed boxes of basically Series 5 on up to, I don't know, like 18 maybe. And except for Series 10, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. So I'm really excited about that, but that's not all we're getting. I mean,
Good morning, BrickFair.
I wouldn't fly out there if we're not getting a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah. How many pages was the list?
29.
29 pages.
29 pages. It's
And the font was about 8 point?
Yeah, it's about 2,000 sealed sets. It's I am ecstatic, over the moon, excited about it.
Ben Hoskins says it is not the best or worst CMF series yet. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at
Well,
it.
what is the best?
The best series of all time, I'd probably say one of the first 8 or 9. I don't know. I don't really usually think of them as a whole series.
Series 11 was a pretty good series. It was another Christmas-themed series. You had
Okay.
a few holiday people in there. The elf was in there. The gingerbread man was in there. That was a pretty fun series.
Randy would have an easy time because she would say the Halloween one, the spooky one.
Yeah.
I forget which
Series
number that
14.
14. Okay.
Yeah. I do like pretty much all the series.
Yeah,
so.
Shell said 14.
Yeah. So
Any
it's-
pirates in that big haul, Chris? Asks Mouse.
I know the
Barracuda Bay.
Barracuda Bay's in there.
Sealed.
But you're looking at like really 2010 up. I don't remember seeing any of the other pirate sets.
I don't think so.
They
I don't
could
think
be.
there was any Pirates 3.
I know there is a sealed Mill Village Raid
Yeah.
and a sealed Medieval Marketplace in there.
Yep.
And yeah, this is kind of comparable to the size of the Florida collection that we picked up. Ben or Brick Virus was asking that.
Yep. This is definitely going to rival that.
So Series 3, yeah, my favorites are the Knight, and then the Dragon, and then the Nutcracker. That Nutcracker's figure is really cool. And you could army build with him if you wanted to.
That's true. That's true.
He looks like a Russian soldier. So.
Somebody had taken that Nutcracker, and I think there was another one that was like a ballerina or something, and had built a little Nutcracker vignette.
Yeah. You know, and Fazuma is saying they need classic collectible series, and
this would have been the year.
Ben said the same thing. Yeah, this would have been the year. And I just don't know why they just don't do that. I think everybody wants it. They had an adventure with that little chameleon.
Right.
That kind of looked like, I'm drawing a blank, Johnny Thunder.
Johnny Thunder, yeah. And they've done other ones.
It wasn't him.
There was a Fright Night that was sort of like the old Fright Nights.
Yeah, there was the Blacktron logo.
Yeah, here and there they throw us a bone, but a whole series of, stuff like we got in these 90th anniversary sets. You know, that would fit a little bit better. Maybe the same character, but revamped. Exactly, yeah. But
so like a modern Johnny Thunder.
Not just sort of a loose interpretation.
Yeah. Duderbrick said Series 43 for the 100th anniversary. Is your math right on that? I'm not doing that.
Nowadays it's roughly one a year.
No,
they're more often than one a year.
Well, they're
like 9 months?
They're sneaking in the license themes, too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That's true. But those don't count towards that number. Mm-hmm. They also did an Alpha Team minifigure in Series 16. Really? I haven't seen that. I gotta look that up.
When I first started setting up at LEGO conventions, I wanted one of every single minifigure LEGO made out at my table. And I felt like I was almost there in maybe 2014. I had almost one of everything. I didn't have them all, but almost. And I gave up on that pretty quickly. I mean, they're just coming out with so many minifigures, it's impossible. The Alpha Team minifigure.
Oh,
Series 16.
okay, I see it. I see it.
All right, moving away from the series figures. We've got. I saw a picture of the mechanical lighthouse, which is coming out. Soon, and there's a gray kitten in it, which is kind of cool.
I didn't even notice that.
It's unique, and you wouldn't notice it in the pictures unless like somebody mentioned it, because it's on the gray rocks and it just kind of blends in. But it is a unique. Any of the animal people will like that.
I was too enamored with the lens piece. The was it Fresnel lens? I don't know, whatever it is. The little glass lens piece that they used to make the light kind of magnified. They could have just used a regular magnifying glass, but they made one that looks like those lighthouse lenses with the circle and then the I don't know, they're like little prisms on the side.
Well, good morning, Brick Virus. Hopefully we're not done with the 90th anniversary sets for Zoom. I think what's going to happen is they came out with the 90th anniversary sets, but then they saw how well they're doing. So it's like, hey, why don't we? This is our own IP. Why don't we just do more?
But about the time to develop a product like that. I don't think they could just whip something up. Unless they had something already.
But every year they could come out with, revised sets. Yeah. Now that
at this point they'll probably save it for the 100th. Save up some ideas. The little Walmart yellow castle, I have a feeling, is one of the last things we're gonna get.
Speaking of that you have until, if you want that Walmart yellow castle, which I don't, honestly.
I got one. Mine's on the way. But I got stuff I was gonna.
I don't even think it comes in a box. It comes in a bag.
It comes in a bag with a set of instructions.
Yeah, and then you have until August 31st to make a purchase to get that. So. I have heard people have already received theirs.
Yeah, I haven't gotten mine yet, but we'll see. Yeah. I'll keep checking my mailbox.
What did you have to order in order to get that?
$50 from Walmart. So I bought the Aston Martin and something else. I forget. Stuff I was gonna get anyway. Smaller sets.
Okay.
The list that they had that you could choose from, when I first read that, it was only sets on a certain list, I was like, oh great, here we go. It's going to be a bunch of junk that nobody wants. Mm-hmm. But it was pretty much everything. It was brand new stuff.
Huh.
Pretty much anything you could find on Walmart was on the list, as far as I could tell.
Maybe some things that weren't on there were clearance items or something.
Probably stuff like that, yeah. But,
speaking of clearance items...
check the list carefully before you order, but it seemed like most everything was on there.
FC Barcelona Stadium is 40% off on Lego.com.
Whoa.
It's like $200. It's a $350 set.
Yeah. Noah was telling me something about that. There was something where somebody thought they had like accidentally listed it for, it was like 40 or 50% off, but then I guess it was true. I don't know.
I think it's still on there. I think you can go and buy it right now. I mean, you're talking about such a specialized set, you know?
Yeah.
But what you could do is, I guess you could make it look like another type of stadium with those pieces, or what a lot of people do is when they get something, a discount for that, they either just use the pieces for something else, or they buy a bunch of them and they bricklink them.
A lot of good parts. Yeah, you can totally bricklink it.
I like.
Is that the third stadium they've done now, or still only the second?
I think it was the third.
It's the third.
Yeah.
So the first two must have sold really well for them to keep doing this, but
I don't
unless they
know.
way overdid the production and now they're having to
I don't know.
put it on sale, I don't know. Maybe there weren't as many Barcelona fans as there were the other two.
I'm sure more outside of the United States than inside.
Oh
the
yeah,
United States.
for sure.
And it might be on only in the United States that you can get that discount. I don't know, because I was looking at the minifigure puzzle, the mystery minifigure puzzle, and you can only buy them on Lego.com on the London website, the England website, British website, UK, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
And you cannot get them in the United States.
Interesting.
So we might be sold out here and they're not sold out there. So
Ben Hoskins said people took people a day or two for people to notice the kitten in the lighthouse set. Yeah, I had no idea.
okay,
Comes in a
there's
bag like in-store Toys R Us event packs used to. That's for the Yellow Castle. Did you get yours already for Zoom? Did you get one? I had seen some pictures of it, but I don't know anybody personally that's actually gotten theirs.
so there's also some other sets that are 20% off. They've had their newer brick heads sets for quite some time now at 20% off.
Oh, okay. So that's what, $8 instead of
Yeah.
10? Man, that's a good deal.
Then,
I mean, $10 is already a good deal, I think, for brick
Yeah,
heads.
well, they're the $15 brick heads, so they're like
Okay.
$13 or something like that. But then they also have the Queer Eyes set, the Fab Five set, on sale for 40% off.
It's got a lot of good parts in it. It's got those masonry bricks in white. I think that was the first set.
The last time I was at the Lego store, that's all they had almost. They were wiped out of every set except they had just shelves and shelves and shelves of this set. And I just don't think the demand's there. My wife and I watched it in the early 2000s, and it was...
It's been on that long?
It was a good show, but it was like, it wasn't like Friends or Seinfeld, Yeah, it was before we moved down to Georgia, before we had kids and all that. So that is 40% off, so it's $60. It's a big set, and it's got all those white and light bluish gray masonry bricks in it.
Yeah, there's some cool stickers in the set too. They
So-
got neon signs.
Well, that and the licensed character pieces.
Yep.
So I am hoping
that controversial leather jacket piece.
Yeah. I'm hoping that we're going to see the price of those, at least those profile bricks, go down a little bit.
I mean, I would hope so. I'm sure mock builders would love to
Yeah.
get those more easily.
On Bricklink, people start
Yeah.
buying these up and putting them on Bricklink. So
Connor said, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if there's a limit to how many you can buy or not, but
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'd love to see those parts start to get out in circulation. Connor said, I got Daniel's name wrong last time, but I enjoyed his Lego Island mock and didn't know he made the Seatron too. Had a lovely chat about Lego Racers at BrickFair as I was sporting my t-shirt. Yeah, it was great to meet you, Connor. No worries about getting my name wrong.
I didn't know he
It
did the
happens all the time.
Seatron either. And
I don't know how you... I thought
actually-
you knew. That's why I was joking about it when we were standing there.
that
Because it had the
Seatron,
same background.
we were standing there looking at it.
Yeah.
And I still didn't know you did it.
I thought you were messing with me because we had just seen the Lego Island too.
Yeah.
And you were doing the same thing.
Okay, well, I was fascinated by it, and
It's cool.
That's
I'll
why
br-
I
I'll bring
looked
it
at
in.
it like
We
every
could do a
time I
video
saw
on it.
it, and I was like, "What is going on here?" And
Seatron.
I don't remember seeing your name on it. That's why.
Oh, yeah, it was
usually
on the mock card.
Almost always look at the mock cards. I don't remember seeing the mock card.
It's in the bottom left-hand corner
Okay.
on the blue. Phoenix said new base plate color in dark blue. Yeah, on the lighthouse. Yeah, new 32 by 32 base plate color
Oh,
in
nice.
dark blue.
Very nice.
So mock builders, I'm sure those will be very expensive for a while. I'm sure, unless they crop up on bricks and pieces.
Legos should make a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air set for the next sitcom line. That was popular enough that they could do that. Yeah, that was a good one.
Sorry, Fazoom, I didn't mean to offend. He said, "Me get a castle? No."
Well, what if it was a space castle?
You could turn it into a space castle.
What if it was
stick a little UFO on
What if
top.
they took a castle, and then they put it on like tank trays,
That would be interesting.
like it was on the moon or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a rover, and the colors could be like
Blue.
gray and blue. Yeah.
Little trans orange.
Yeah,
on it.
that would be
Yep.
interesting. Yep.
They
That
could
would
come
mix
out
it
with a new shield design for space shields.
Yeah, well, they could be like transparent, so they look like some sort of
Yeah.
like energy shield or something.
And they can make the sets unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard they were unbreakable.
And what Daniel and I are talking about, we're alluding to Mark's video that he did. He sang the Nexo Knights.
For our 5,000 subscriber special, go check
the
it out.
Nexo Knights theme song, Unbreakable, which he actually did a good job on. And the video is funny.
Which is not the
So-
same song from Unbreakable, the TV show.
But is that really the Nexo Knights theme song?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty rough.
It's pretty
Go
special.
listen to the original version
I'll
of
have,
it.
I'll have to do that. Yeah, I never saw Nexo Knights. I saw
Fazoom
Chima.
said the Citron was incredible. Thank you, Fazoom. He said, in fact, now I have a project. Ooh, interesting. Maybe some new era Citron. I'd love to. If y'all are doing Atlanta BrickCon or something, I'd love to set up Citron like maybe in conjunction with y'all's space stuff or something. So maybe we'll get together on that. Riot Energy Shields, said Ben Hoskin. Do you have any base plates at the store with a start-finish line like on a racetrack? Probably the old gray ones.
I know there's the crosswalk on some of those.
Yeah.
I don't know about an actual.
I think some of the old gray ones, they have like those little kind of bracket shapes that are like where you would set the cars up for the starting position.
This is exciting. Slave 1 Microfighter.
Yeah.
January 1st. It's
Yep.
a rumor, but I don't see why they wouldn't do it. I'm excited to see that. And then who is it going to be? Is it going to tie into the next season of Book of Boba Fett or The Mandalorian? It could be the new Boba Fett. It could be the old Boba Fett. Who knows who's going to come with it? But it should be really cool.
Oh, I had one other note about the Walmart 90th anniversary castle. The little tile that has the 90 years thing on it is printed, not stickered.
That brings it from here to here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It is a Nexonite shield though. That's gonna excite some people. It's a little red Nexo shield with the 90 years.
I'm looking for the new castle set, the big one. We've gotten the space set in, but
Yep.
I've got dibs on the next castle set that comes in.
Oh my gosh, it was a phenomenal build.
Oh, did you build
I
it?
finally built it while I was out last week. I left on Friday, and I didn't build any Lego sets till the following Wednesday, just because I had no energy to do it, and I had all that stuff lying around. But oh my gosh, incredible! Every 10 minutes I would be building, and I'm sitting there by myself, and I'd be like, oh my god, this is so cool. The techniques, the references, the parts usage is
So
it's
would
very
you
cool. 10 out of 10.
What'd you like best about it?
Best about it? I don't know. Just the techniques are really clean. I mean, when you're building it, it almost feels like a mock. It almost doesn't feel like a set. But there are things that you can tell that are worked in that are more like a set. I mean, just like the balance of color and texture and parts usage is very clean and professional. You know, they've got little flowers and vines growing off on the sides, so there's green and yellow mixed in. You know, sometimes mock castles get a little too gray and they don't have enough contrasting colors.
No, I've only seen the outside of it. What does the inside have? A lot of decorations.
Oh yeah, and it's a very dynamic shape too. It's not just a lot of straight walls. The front of it is kind of several angled sections, and then the wings fold into the back, making a sort of concave shape, and then they can fold out the rest of the way to make it sort of a big long wall section. But man, if you can afford it, I say go for it.
Ben Hoskins said when the Lego store in Ireland opened last week, they had like 16 sets on the stand in the middle of the floor. They didn't last an hour. I'm assuming he's talking about the castle.
I believe it.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. You guys got a new store as well in Ireland. The Lego store in Mall of America up in Minneapolis.
Yep.
Is having their 30th anniversary, which is crazy.
Yeah,
that is insane.
30 years?
So, but, if you really think about it, to me, it's like, 30 years, that's 1970s. That's where my brain goes to, but it's actually
it's
like
not that old.
1990s, so that's more believable. So what sets have they seen on the shelves in that store?
Oh, yeah.
1992, I mean, that's pre-Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
So...
well before.
And because of their 30th anniversary, they're doing a lot of stuff. They have like a magician and all this stuff. This is September 4th. But they're also coming out with a 30th anniversary exclusive minifigure pack. So they do that when they open a new store. They come out with the 3-pack of minifigures, and it's printed on their backs.
Usually the front has like a cake or some party balloons or something, and then the back it'll say what the store is.
The figures are usually worth $30 to $50 each.
Yeah.
So it's definitely worth trying to get a hold of those if you see them, because they're probably going to go up in price. I think it said
it was only available to the first like 350 people or something who made a purchase over a certain price threshold. So it'll be hard to get. So they could be worth a fair amount.
Yeah.
Let me catch up on comments here. Brickmom VA says, good morning. Looks like it's going to be a nice day here in Wyoming. Yeah, brag about it. Why don't ya? BrickFair says, my favorite part of the music video was when Mark was smashing Nexonites with a hammer. Yeah, but they were unbreakable. They were unbreakable sets. BrickFire's brought up the new TIE Bomber. Yes, there is a rumor for a new TIE Bomber at $65 was the price point I had seen on that. So that's something we haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
The original wave, I think, probably somewhere around 2002, 2003.
Somebody
correct me. What year did the first one come out?
Ben was saying that they've just reached their 1-week anniversary at their new Irish Lego store, but they didn't have any exclusives. And that's kind of surprising because
nothing at all.
Even when they reopened the Leicester Square, we talked about this last week, they came out with a gift with purchase set that was a Lego truck.
Yeah.
Delivery truck.
That store
which
is
like
one of their top flagship stores. Probably like top 5 in the world.
I know, but like in the U.S., all these little stores open up in malls, and they are little stores, about the size of our studio here, right?
Maybe.
And they do come out with the exclusive minifigure packs and stuff like that. They did the 100 stores minifigures they were giving out. So that's tough. Chris, who is your favorite in the World Cup this year? I play soccer. I do not watch sports. Don't watch them at all. So I am, I'm sorry, Jerry. I'm a poser. Soccer season starts next week. I'm playing in 2 leagues this year. I'm very excited. But I cannot watch sports on TV.
Ed!
Hey, it's Ed!
Want to join in?
Ed, come on in.
I also got to say welcome, Randy, to the ABC Superfans. Thank you for joining. If we get a few more members, we might be able to get some new emojis for y'all.
Let's see. Hold on. We'll have to see if Ed's fitting in the screen here. Yeah, looks good.
That's good.
All right. So what brings you here today?
We're seeing Dude Briggs is dropping the Ed emoji.
Ed emoji here.
What's the Ed emoji?
They're dropping your
emoji.
emoji.
No way. Cool. All right.
Ed didn't even
had to drop some stuff off.
Morgan's got it. Bricklore's got it.
There
you go. They're all dropping the Ed emoji. There's Jerry Houston.
You didn't even know you had your own emoji, I don't even have my own emoji yet. Daniel doesn't have his own emoji yet.
I claimed the pepperoni, and Chris has Jar Jar.
Maybe it's because I have a porta potty.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're Ed.
Yeah.
You're just Ed.
Yeah, you got your own claw machine and you got your own porta potty.
Yeah, recycle in a porta potty.
Yeah.
Every man must have one.
BrickFair says hi from Greece.
Ooh, wow, cool.
Is in Greece. Right. Yep. And then we've got somebody tuning in from Ireland this morning.
Nice.
That's why I wore my Irish soccer jersey.
Cool.
Yeah. You got news for us?
Just wanted to talk to you about the haul we're gonna go get.
Okay.
But,
yeah, very good.
Don't know if I should. I don't know.
We have talked about it a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So Ed and I are going on to Portland on Friday once Ed gets out of work, and we are going to pick up this massive haul. If you didn't tune in and see us talking about that earlier, but the list of sets is 29 pages long. It's over 2,000 sets, and Ed, you haven't seen it yet.
No.
You're gonna wet your pants.
Yeah, it's a storage locker, and you open the storage locker, and it's just all sets stacked up on top of each other.
Oh yeah, I saw the pictures.
And it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So we're gonna make a video, a really cool video documentary about it. The whole thing will be star Ed. And I'll hold the camera, and it's going to be
hold the camera.
Ed going through airport security, which I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Ed go through airport security. He's going to get all upset. He's going to kick things, and he's going to yell at
it's like
people.
they're pulling the knives out of your boot and your jacket pocket and your pants and your...
And then Ed on the plane, walking down the aisle, bumping into everybody. And then I made sure to get us seats away from each other so I don't have to sit by him, and I'm going to be able to videotape him the whole time on the plane. So
good,
because he's going to fall asleep, and then the person beside him is going to fall asleep on him, and it's just going to be fantastic.
3 hours, right?
BrickFair says he's got to go see the dentist. Go enjoy the dentist, BrickFair. Get your teeth cleaned.
And then actually we are going to buy Lego while we're out there.
So, yeah.
More Lego?
Yeah.
I thought you were barely gonna be able to fit all that in the box. Are you taking?
We are.
Gonna ship that
this
stuff?
Lego is so good that I think we'll sell it. We'll sell at least half of it before Christmas. I mean, you're talking the best of the best sets here. All of the Bricklink Designer first round sets.
Yeah.
Every single one of them.
Lord of the Rings.
All the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit. I mean, just really, you name it, it's in there. We're getting Mill Raid Village sealed, Medieval Marketplace.
Nice.
Yeah, the goats and
Finnick asked, are you driving back?
Yeah. No, we wanted to drive back, but you cannot rent the equipment to drive back. There's no vans available or anything, and I think it's because of people migrating places. So, Morgan posted, can't wait to see this haul. He's a member of the Rare Set Collector. And so, Morgan, I'm glad you mentioned that, because we'll go ahead and send a video of it, maybe even the spreadsheet to the Rare Set Collector video. If there's a way
them first dibs,
if there's a way to upload that spreadsheet, we'll just upload the spreadsheet to the Rare Set Collector video. And now
that's a good question. I don't know if you could do
we're packing it in a container and we're shipping it back. Ed wanted to drive. I didn't want to drive. However, we are going to be...
Portland is about as far away as you could get from Georgia.
Yeah. We could have...
Seattle would be a little further.
We could have passed through Salt Lake City on the way back and stopped in and seen Mark and Steven.
Oh, that's true. You could.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Because we would be going through Salt Lake City on the way.
Yeah.
That's where Brick Slopes is.
So Mark and Steven, that's why Mark's not here today. They're heading out to Salt Lake City, Utah. And they're going to do Brick Slopes, Utah, out there this weekend. And they're going to be joining a lot of other Lego Masters out there.
I've never seen any stuff from that convention, even on like YouTube or stuff. So I'll be interested to see how that is.
I follow people from that general area, so on Facebook and stuff. So I have seen a number of things. Yeah. So I think they're going to have a really good convention out there.
That's good
this year. Good luck to them. Ed, what other news do you have for us?
I didn't come prepared.
All of our sets are 20% off. Do you want to tell people that? All of our built sets
are 20% off, and they're going fast. So if you see anything you want, grab it. Now's the time.
Joe is shipping sets out built every day. Like he's got a whole bunch of stuff behind the counter.
I bet.
Good stuff, too.
And I don't know how long that's going to last. We'll see how much we have left after at the end of August. So, and make a decision then. Do you want to tell everybody about the new Harry Potter plush dolls at Target?
Oh my gosh. Oh, these look so bad.
Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea we have Harry Potter plush dolls at Target.
Tell everybody about it.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have Harry Potter plush dolls at Target, and they're hideous.
I'll show you
They're
first, then I'll
awesome.
show the kid.
They're awesome.
They
Look
look
at that.
so
They're
bad.
Lego.
And I was right.
They
Look
look
at their
really,
plush dolls.
they look
Come
really
on.
bad. I mean, Hagrid's beard is like doll hair, and I don't know. Dumbledore's beard is like this big lumpy sack. I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
they're
the
Lego,
other ones are
yeah.
okay. Hermione's hair again is like this lumpy, wrinkly, looks like a raisin. Her hair looks like a raisin. The Harry and the Voldemort ones are okay, but oh man,
I like it.
Hagrid's spooky looking.
I think it's awesome.
Oof, I don't know. I mean, if you're into it, go for it. I'm just saying, I think they're kind of scary.
It's like a Rodney Dangerfield thing. Oh, looks good on you though.
So Ben Hoskins said, "My God, they are disturbing." Finnick said, "They're so bad, but I want them." Randy said, "Those are terrible." And it's funny, Randy would say that these are terrible. Randra, this super user here, Randra Ratzlaff, says those are terrible. She is like the #1 Harry Potter fan. Randy,
She does. She
loves Harry Potter.
That's why she did the banners out there.
Yeah,
and,
she did the first
platform
section
9
in the
3/4.
store that they did was Harry Potter, and they
No, it wasn't.
decorated it. Okay, second Friends. Yeah, that's right. Friends doesn't count though.
Oh, okay.
So
Right, sorry, I
they
forgot.
did Harry Potter, and she just got excited with it, and they did a great job because Randy loves Harry Potter.
She has the whole box set. She watches them every
Yeah.
weekend.
All right, I like them. I think they're great.
She said that's a negative.
I used to think Lego minifigures were gross until I started selling them. Now I think they're beautiful.
Gross because they're blocky.
They were just blocky, and I like the action figures with all the articulation and the detail. And I thought, oh wow! And then you look at the Lego figure, and like these are what the heck is this? And then you sell Darth Vader for $20 15 years ago. It's like these are nice.
Money talks, Ed. Money talks.
I like these.
Now Ed studies them, and he's like, "Oh, look at the printing detail on that guy. That is nice."
Yeah, I'm in love.
Speaking of printing detail, we got a Cloud City Boba Fett in.
Oh, you did?
First
he
time
is-
in a while.
Yeah, we got him in the mail through our online trading forum. He is used. He looks good, but if you really, really look at him, you'll see a small crack on one of his arms. You'll see a small nick on the side of one of his legs, a small nick on the other side of his legs, a tiny little scratch on his back. But at the end of the day, he still looks good, and even used, they're selling for $2,000.
Hey, if you gotta have a Cloud City Boba Fett.
But you know,
You gotta have one.
the prints and everything look good. It's not covered in like micro scratches or anything, right?
You're right. Yeah, he looks good.
It's very
Yeah.
displayable condition. I would say.
It's still a Cloud City Boba Fett, so
Yeah.
that's good.
So we have one of those, and if you want one for a relatively decent price, he is on our website for sale.
All right, we were talking about Harry Potter. There's a whole bunch of other Harry Potter sets that they released. Or it leaked what the names of the sets were and what the price points were. So let me just rattle those off. We've got Hogwarts House banners for $35 each. I think it's going to be kind of like the classroom books. I think it's going to be a new thing to kind of replace that. So they're probably going to be house banners, and maybe inside is the like the house common room or something. Room of Requirement, the Deathly Hallows version with the Fiend Fire for $50. This one's hilarious. Remember when we were at BrickFair and we walked around the big Hogwarts that was at the front, and they had the tower that was out on the lake, and I said they've never done a set of that with the tower on the lake.
Oh, that's funny.
Try Wizard Lake Challenge. It's probably going to have the underwater section and maybe a small build for the tower that's above water.
Another shark.
And there's going to be a new mold.
Face.
Yeah, maybe Shark Face Crumb. There's going to be a new mold for the Grindylows. They're like the little octopus creatures. They're supposedly going to be about the same size as the little pixies that were in the Chamber of Secrets set. Let's see, that does it for Harry Potter, but there were some other Star Wars ones. You want me to hit those too?
Yeah, go ahead.
Rex and Cody helmets for the helmet series.
Oh, wow.
Supposedly
Man,
they're
that's
not the same phase. I think it's phase 1 Cody and phase 2 Rex, or maybe it's vice versa. I might have gotten mixed up, but I don't
That's
know why they
interesting.
wouldn't make them the same, but supposedly that's what it is. I only saw Rex and Cody guaranteed. The phases weren't
Scarf them up
necessarily
if
guaranteed.
you can get them, because the Stormtrooper and the TIE pilots are going for astronomical amounts.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Yeah, those early ones for sure. And we just got a bunch of those in the TIE
Yeah, we got about
pilots.
5 in. I sold one immediately, and
I
got
believe
4
it.
left.
I believe it. If you need the TIE fighter pilot helmet,
Get
you
it
got
now.
Then there's going to be some more dioramas. I suspect these are going to be like the recent ones they came out with, like the Dagobah training and
I like
the,
those. They're really nice.
Trench Run. The new ones will be the throne room final duel and like the Endor speeder chase.
Which I think I saw what the speeder bikes could look like, and they're really, really cool looking.
Are they minifigure
Like,
scale or is it
they
like
are
a micro?
They looked like they were minifigure scale because the minifigure was on them.
Okay.
And they were really well done. So I don't know if this was somebody else's mock or what they're actually going to put in them, but
Interesting.
This could take the speeder bike to the next level.
I figured that one was going to be more like micro, like I think it was one of the little 20th anniversary micro build. You know, the ones they did that it was like Hoth, Tatooine, Endor with the bunker and the ATSTs, and I forget what the fourth one was. Probably another Death Star trench run or something. And then some Mandalorian season 3 sets. So it's good to see that now. Intellectual properties like Star Wars and other things are trusting Lego with these, kind of secrets about their shows that haven't even come out yet. Because, back in Mandalorian Season 1, we didn't see any sets for The Mandalorian until like a year after Season 1 had come out. And I think that's because the leaks were so bad back then. They didn't want to trust them with information for a show that hadn't come out yet in case the Lego sets got leaked before the show did. Because Lego was pretty bad about that there for a while. But I think they're kind of locking things down a little better.
And at the same
we
time,
can see sets in a more timely manner.
Lego leaks could help hype up the show. So like
They
the
could.
Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special is going to need a little hyping.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a Christmas special.
If it's anything
Christmas,
like the Star Wars
Christmas specials don't have the best history of being knockout performances. So, with the Guardians of the Galaxy Advent Calendar, it should help out a little bit. And the Advent Calendar looks awesome.
Yeah.
So, kind of small for an Advent Calendar, like few parts. They did raise the price on it too. It's $45.
45
Yeah.
now, well.
But
What's
inflation.
what my usual tip for advent calendars though is they usually pop up at Costco. I usually get, if I'm going to get an advent calendar, I look for it at Costco.
and they're cheaper.
And they're usually cheaper
Okay.
by like 10
20%,
bucks,
right?
10 15 bucks maybe.
Yeah, we should make our own Ed's Advent Calendar.
Oh man,
Yeah.
My
the
brother
things you'll
My
find.
brother's
things
been
you can get
trying
in
for
there.
months to get me to design a custom advent calendar that's just like
Things
that's
you'll
just
find
like
in
Christmas builds, because they don't do just like generic Christmas advent calendars anymore. They're
think
all IPs now.
One day you would get a palette of tools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A palette of half
Used-
the tools work, half
yeah,
don't.
Right.
You got to put them
you
together.
know, you got to
figure out
put the
which
tools
ones
together.
Work, which batteries
Yeah.
are good.
Mm-hmm.
I think what
Snap-on toolbox.
a palette of money,
Palette
or
of money.
no, a bag of money.
A big set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a sack of $100 bills would be a good one. Something, maybe some toilet paper to go with the porta potty.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So
Those Mandalorian season 3 sets. There's 2 of them. They're $35 and $100. I'll be interested to see what the $100 one is.
Yeah, that's a
Because
good
I think that'll be the second most expensive Mandalorian set behind the Imperial Light Cruiser. I think is the biggest one. I can't think of anything else
I can't think of anything else they should
near
make
or
them
over
be.
$100 from the Mandalorian.
don't forget the rumor about another 501st battle pack.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, the current one is a really good battle pack. The bike is okay. It's better than some little side builds you get. But the Walker is really cool. You know, how are you going to make another 501st battle pack? I don't know.
You know what you can't find hardly?
Maybe new design figures.
You can't find that Mace Windu with the Troopers battle pack anymore.
Hmm.
It was in and out. And
Really?
those purple figures are getting harder and harder to find.
Yeah.
Well, I know Joe's trying to scoop a bunch of them up.
A lot of people are
Yeah.
trying to scoop a bunch of them up.
Ben Hoskins said, I hope the dioramas keeps the same quality as the current ones and they don't try something new and mess them up.
They should
Yeah.
continue to be the same kind.
Historically, Lego has not been the best about doing something consistently, but these are close enough together that I think it should be.
And
Similar.
Malistaire says the new packs are supposed to have a commander, the 501st battle packs. A
Yeah.
commander, a sniper, and heavy troopers. Wow.
It was a much more
would be
assorted.
awesome.
Yeah.
That would be killer. Yeah.
Now,
The three best styles of clones.
Yeah.
You know, except an ARC trooper, but the heavy troopers could look kind of like that.
this does kind of set off some alarms about, if it sounds too good to be true, it might be.
Yeah.
I could very easily see this in a month or two
Yeah.
coming out as a fake rumor. I don't know
Yeah.
what sources this rumor came from, but it sounds very good, but borderline almost too good.
A little other bit of news here. Lego is giving away free VIP points, apparently.
Ahoy, hoy, Brick Jedi.
You could go on Lego.com, and if you answer a question, they will give you free VIP points. Are you an introvert or extrovert?
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you get, like 15 VIP
I have
points
no
or something?
idea.
They've done those before where they're little, like,
Yeah,
surveys.
it's a good survey, yeah.
It's like 5
It's like
or
of all the
10
questions they
points.
could ask, I could see why they're asking that question.
Demographics.
I don't know about you, but I'm an introvert. Totally an introvert.
I think I used to be more extroverted, like in college,
Mhm.
when I had more of an environment to do that. But now, yeah, I'm pretty introverted now.
Yeah. Ed, what would you call yourself?
I don't know. What would everybody call me?
I don't know. I don't know what you
I don't work on
Controvert.
weekends now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Controvert? Yeah, I don't know.
Edtrovert.
Yeah.
Introvert.
You're your own category.
Introvert. Hey, Magnum Slayer.
Magnum Slayer, hey.
Oh, Malistaire said the TIE bomber will have a gonk droid.
Yeah, that gonk droid is expensive, I think. If you
Really?
look him up, yeah. Some of
Which
those,
gonk droid?
The weird gonk droids, didn't one come with the
You get an advent calendar.
Sandcrawler?
You talking about the
there was
old
one-
ones?
Yeah,
that
the
had
old one.
The
printed
one
door?
with the
Yeah,
printed
those
door,
Yeah, those are
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah. It was like $60.
I would like to see another one that's a print. I mean, most of all the gonk droids in the last probably 10 years have been brick built, which is fine, but it doesn't have the same charm to it.
We've got a, is that all for sets?
Yeah. Only other thing I had was that. Now I've never really had any interest in buying Lego stuff on third-party sites, but when I saw that the DeLorean came back available on Zavvi for the old price, the 170 price, instead of the new price that Lego's going to have it at, which is 200, and I still hadn't got a DeLorean, I was like, well, I guess I got to figure out Zavvi. So I hopped on there and I went ahead and ordered one. So if you're still waiting and looking to get the DeLorean, it's probably your only chance to get it at 170 if they even still have it on Zavvi.
Did
But
they
go
send you
check
a
it out.
shipping notification yet?
Yeah, it's already
Okay,
it's shipped.
sweet. This is a commission. We have a ton of commissions coming up, which is fantastic. I'm going to ask you about doing one today.
Okay.
But this one here,
I gotta get all the whatnot stuff shipped out today, but yeah.
No, just like in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll talk about it today. So this is one Steven is doing right now. And where else could you get a commission build done by the winners of Lego Masters Season 2?
Well,
but
nowhere, because there's only 2 winners of Lego Masters Season 2, and they both work here.
Good answer, Daniel.
Yeah.
So this is a custom pirate ship. It is gonna be massive, and it's not a pirate ship. It's for the blue coats, the classic blue coats. We are gonna custom print the sails on our T-shirt printer.
Nice.
Ooh.
So we're gonna get we haven't done that yet, but of course we print T-shirts every day.
Yeah, why not print
So
those?
why not print sales? So this is gonna be our first printing for the sales, and if they turn out well, that's something we could start selling as custom sales.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that. We're working on finding the right paper right now.
And with the custom build, you'll get a certificate of authenticity signed by the Lego master that built it.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
you should anyway.
What
Be expecting that.
It's a good idea.
Yeah,
Well,
I think you
Ed said it on live video, so now it's
should.
binding.
Well, you know it's official.
But this is going to be, Steven just started it, in the first day. He's already changed a couple things up to make it even better, but It's going to be probably about this big, and it is a gift for the gentleman said we could talk about it. We usually don't talk about commission builds because they're private.
Yeah.
However, he did give us permission to talk about it on social media. So we'll keep you updated with the progress of it. Of course, Steven's going to take a couple weeks off because he's going to Brick Slopes. But when he gets back, he'll keep working on it. And this was a gift for the guy who commissioned it for being promoted to lieutenant colonel in the Army.
Ooh,
Nice.
good for him.
Yeah, so what better gift
That's a cool
than
gift.
a classic blue coat boat. So.
And designed by Lego Master, this is going to look good enough that you could put it up on your mantle or up on
Your office.
on your desk. Sure, yeah.
Yeah. Now it's a very special occasion he's getting this for. People ask us all the time, "Hey, can you build me an ATT but in a different color?" And it's like that would cost like so much money that you're better off just buying the ATT.
Do it yourself.
And adding
Put the
colors to it.
yourself, yeah. You got the instructions.
Yeah.
A color swap is just...
So usually the only commission builds we do get are like corporate commission builds, and then gifts, special gifts for people, wedding gifts, anniversary gifts, and then of course getting a promotion to lieutenant colonel is no small task. So this is totally worthy of that. So
Even some of the smallest commission builds are,
and
are in the...
Ed
broke it already.
Good start. Good start. Even some of the smallest commission builds are, in the several hundreds of dollars. So it's about the time that it takes us to work on something like that.
Oh, is that Malastairs? Is that Malastairs commission? I don't know. Yes, I think it is. He told me it was Malastair on the email.
Well,
okay.
there you go.
Very good. All right. Hey, by the way, there's your first look.
Surprise! Surprise! Yeah. Hope it wasn't supposed to be a surprise.
And then Morgan has a shout out for Angie for the commission build she did for Morgan's wedding anniversary, and that was just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just
With the lights in it and everything.
It really there was so many points
Yes, it is
of
me.
it that just popped. So, Malastair, you are not going to be disappointed with that. Unfortunately, it's going to be probably 2 more weeks before we get another update on it, though.
Well, yeah. Before Steven can even start working on it again.
Yeah.
Yes. Congratulations are in order then for Malice.
Yes, congratulations, Malastair.
Oh, he said he spotted it in the haul video I did on Monday. It must have been in the background when I was doing the haul.
And
Sometimes our other commission builds will sneak in, but we try to not show
a lot
them
of
off.
times people will say, "Hey, how much is that?" Like we did a pontoon boat recently, and somebody was like, "How much is that pontoon boat that's
right.
back there?"
That's right. I do remember. It wasn't in the background. I actually did show it because I was going through. There were some other ships down there on the floor, and one of the ones in the bin on the floor was not a set. It was a mock. So I thought somebody had just traded in a bunch of ships, and some of them were mocks, and that one was sitting right next to the bin, but up on the table. So I went, oh, and here's another one that's probably a mock.
We have nowhere to put stuff, so everything gets.
Yeah, we were tight on space.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we wouldn't have sold it off to somebody. Steven was still working on it.
So Miles Turner is an NBA player for the Indiana Pacers, and have you guys seen his Lego collection online?
No.
I've seen it a couple times now on like Facebook feeds and stuff. But I was looking at it this morning, and what really stood out is I guess he had it commission built. It's a life-size Darth Vader made out of Lego. And instead of, Darth Vader's holding his helmet, and it's him, his face, and head on the Darth Vader's body.
That's
and
funny.
then he's got like dreads, I guess. I don't know what you call them, but they're the smaller dreads. And they're hanging down, and it's just really cool looking. It looks just like him, and it's just what a neat thing to have in your collection.
Yeah,
a
lot of big sports people are coming out and saying that they're collectors of Lego and Lego fans. I mean, Rod Blankenship, he's the kicker for the Colts. Is that right?
Who's that soccer player?
I don't know.
David Beckham, yeah.
David Beckham,
He's
yeah.
been like he was like one of the first big stars to come out and
Yeah.
say, hey, I love building Lego. It was
Well, Rod Blankenship got hooked up with Ryan M&R Productions, and now he's like coming to conventions and he's doing videos with. He was at Brick World Chicago. Rob
Get
Blankenship,
outta
the
here.
kicker.
I didn't know
pretty
that.
sure it's somebody. Tell me what
That's
team he plays
cool.
for.
Huh.
Yeah, he was at Brick World Chicago. He's like totally in the community now.
He said,
He's one of us.
Mouse there said, well, now you have to keep it away from Ed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you pass that down here, Ed? I got some space on the table down here. Sail that
That's
on.
true. You'll have
Sail
to,
that on
yeah.
down.
Ed, what'd
Rick Fuller said it was the Colts. Okay, I got it right.
Colts, okay.
Yeah. He's
The
the
only
kicker.
the only kicker I follow is Will Lutz. Will Lutz for New Orleans. I don't think he played last year because he was hurt, but he may be the best kicker in the NFL. And he went to Northgate High School, where my daughter goes right now. So,
What was
and
this,
I've met him.
What was this show about? Does it say in the description? Was it Lego News? Wait, who wrote this description? Tales, lies, and exaggerations. Did you write that?
Yeah. Why? What are you asking about?
Oh, I was just checking to make sure that we weren't doing a NFL podcast. Here.
Speaking
We're doing a Lego.
speaking of NFL, which again, I don't watch sports, but I play sports and I play fantasy football.
Okay,
And
here
we're
we go.
doing a fantasy football league. Ed, you
This is
decided
at least a
not
little
to
related
play
to the store.
because we need people that are into it. Are you playing?
No.
Daniel? No, okay.
I'm
well,
not into that enough.
All right. Well, we won't talk too much about it, but Mark is playing.
Mark was in it, yeah.
Joe's playing. John's playing. John Snyder's coming back to play. So we're gonna have a pretty exciting season, and they're all kind of newbies, and I've been playing since '99. So this is my league to win. So I'm excited about it.
Is this your resume paper? What is this?
Awards, graduated magna cum laude. It's not mine. It's probably yours.
Somebody's resume. No, not mine either. Somebody's resume paper.
I just grabbed paper that's sitting on the table.
Can't be mine because I graduated cum laude, not magna.
I think it's my wife's. Yeah.
Okay.
She's pretty smart. The last thing I have here is what Ed touched on earlier is we've got 20% off all of our built sets, and we have got killer built sets. You just did the store tour yesterday.
You can go rewatch it if you want a recap of what we got in the
You
store
can
right
go
now.
rewatch it. I'm looking at a fishing shack out there.
Death Star, Tower
which
Bridge.
castle is that? That's
ton
a
of
good one.
modulars. That's
all-
one of the kingdoms.
That's
castles
fully
with the red
loaded
roof.
with every single minifigure. That's a complete set. It just doesn't have the instructions. It's the big castle from the Kingdoms line.
All the old sets, vintage stuff, 70s, 80s, 90s. If
We've
it's
got
built, it's 20% off.
We
If you're a
put
mock builder now.
The Black Falcons Fortress is out there.
we've got the Black Falcons Fortress, and we have also got the original Forceman's Hideout that just went out for sale yesterday.
Oh, that's tempting.
We've got a Black Pearl going out today, built,
All the fakes, right? Or no?
and we've got pretty much all the other pirate ships out there as well.
There's a ton, right
Yeah,
above
the
the
Black
store.
Pearls
There's a ton of
does have
pirate
it.
ships.
Yeah. So back when Barracuda
If you
Bay
want to know
came
what we
out-
got, give us a call.
Back when Barracuda Bay came out, we could not keep the pirate ships in stock, and now,
Oh, I believe it. People wanted to collect all the retro
yeah,
ones.
and I'm sure we've got some modulars out there, but I don't know which ones. We just put a Tower Bridge out.
I see Assembly Square at the very least.
Yeah, so I'm sure we
there was one.
have some. They're all 20%
There was
off.
one over the city. I can't remember.
And when you get up to the price of some of these sets, $300 and $400, 20% off is a lot.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
$400. That'd be $80 off.
Ooh, there's Landon. He's bringing in
Landon's
a
here.
ship.
You got a haircut.
Yeah, that ship he brought in will be 20% off. Where do you see this ship? I'll tell him to bring it
wants
in.
to know how much for the fishing shack.
Be right back.
Is,
Hey, tell Landon to bring that airplane in
Alright.
here. I've been waiting to see this.
Do we have Saber Island? Good question.
I don't think
That's the little
so.
small one on the 16 by 16 with the white. You don't think
No.
so? Yeah.
We might.
I looked at
Might,
the castle case yesterday.
but
I
I
didn't
don't
really look
I
in
don't think
pirates.
so. We did put a pretty cool pirate set out yesterday, and I can't remember which one it was, but it's a rare.
Is he coming in? Whoa, look at that. That's cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a.
Did you get the price on the
Mania.
fishing shack? Or did
Oh,
you
I
forget?
forgot.
Oh, how did I know?
Oh,
I knew-
$450.
So it's 20% off that, which is $90 off. So
Yeah.
$360.
Kind of.
Hey,
Oh,
Landon!
sweet. Here, the camera's right here.
What is the name of this thing?
I think it's the C37. I
C37.
want to say. It could
That
it
is
could be
nuts.
Or C47.
Good job. You did that all by yourself?
Yes, sir.
And Landon is trading that in today, right?
Yep.
All right, sweet. Just wanted to show that off real quick. So that'll be 20% off.
Somebody's going to love that.
20% off something.
I don't think that'll fit in our military case.
I don't know where
Go
that.
on
Yeah,
top.
that'd be cool to hang from the
Or hang
ceiling.
from the ceiling,
actually. Yeah. Or you could just buy it right now and we'll ship it to you, and we don't have to put
Isn't
it
it
out.
funny? Lego will not make military, but they will make all kinds of satanic-looking things on Hidden Side. But they will not touch military.
Satanic?
They-
Oh,
these
no,
look
no. We're
cool.
not going down this rabbit hole, Ed.
Or they'll do like Star Wars and stuff like that, and
Yeah, violence.
put snipers in sets and stuff like that. That's why I was kind of surprised to see they would put a sniper in the 501st Battle Pack. So, yeah, Malister, you might want to buy that plane. That's a good one.
He said that better carry 101st and not 82nd Troopers.
101st and 501st.
501st.
I don't know. We got anything else going on, Daniel? That was
I
the
don't
last
think
thing that I
so.
had here. Ed, you got any news you want to tell us about?
No.
Fishing shack.
Keep an eye out for our video on our trip to Portland, Ed and I's trip. We're only going to be there for like literally 48 hours. We're going in, coming out. It's
Commando style.
It's all going to
Yep.
be very
Lightning
time
round.
sensitive, and there's a lot of logistics involved. We've got to go to U-Haul, rent a truck, rent a trailer, rent a U-Box, pick that up. We're Ubering to U-Haul from the airport. I called U-Haul again yesterday, and they changed the location of the pickup for the third time. And like I said, there's no equipment out in Portland, Oregon right now, so it's very hard getting that equipment. When we showed up for that Florida haul, we went to U-Haul. And that morning, do you remember that?
We had a little hiccup.
That morning, it was me, you, Mark, and Steven. And we're in my father-in-law's minivan, and we wanted to load the collection that day and drive back that day.
Early.
We didn't want to have to spend money on another hotel room. And it was a 8-9 hour drive.
Yeah.
So we get there that morning to pick up the U-Haul truck, and they're like, we don't have U-Haul trucks. It's like, I reserved it at this location. And so it took us about 30 minutes to an hour to go get another truck. I was on hold for 20 minutes alone.
Until 12, right? 12, 1
Yeah.
o'clock, we didn't start loading that truck.
Yeah.
We got done
So-
around 5:30. Made our way back.
Yeah, so it was a big delay. So I had to call this time multiple times to make sure they have the equipment ready for us on site. And then if it doesn't all fit in this U-Box, we're going to have to ship the rest UPS in big boxes. And then we're not going to get it for 2 or 3 weeks here in Noonan. So, and then we want to videotape us getting it and opening it.
Oh, yeah.
And see that. So the video is not going to come out for a while, and we're not going to have those sets in hand for a while.
Yeah.
But once we do get them in, you'll know it.
We're
Because
set collectors will almost certainly know first.
We're gonna talk about it.
This
a
is your
lot.
fair warning. I mean, if you want to get first dibs on this haul, you might want
Daniel was
to
literally
be rare set collectors.
Daniel was literally drooling over these.
Yeah, he had
sets
to print out a
yesterday.
second copy. The pages were all
Pages were all wet.
soaked through.
I'll show you as soon as we get
No,
done. here.
Joe, if anybody, was really drooling over it more. I mean, you were on the phone, and every time they put you on hold, you were just listing more sets off, and every time Joe would come back in the room, he would whip his head around and go,
Yeah. Oh, now we've already. So there's an Ninjago City Docks, and
and
we had
Gardens and City.
the customer that wanted that just happened to be in the store yesterday, and he said, "I want that. Here's my money.
Get a down payment on it?
It's mine."
Wow.
So that's all. That's the
Gone.
first set that's already sold from it.
It hasn't even left the storage unit in.
There's
Portland.
a San Diego Comic Con Steve Rogers from 2016. in there.
Yeah.
Any other San Diego Comic Con stuff in there?
No, but there's some neat stuff like Castle Buyers.
That was a weird one. I never even knew that was a thing.
It was
looks like it was a event in a
build.
store. Yeah.
I would love to have
It
seen
seems
another
like you could
demo,
only build
but-
it in person. So
Somebody has a collection. When is part 2 of Daniel's collection tour?
I believe this Saturday. I think they were doing them back to back, so people
Okay.
didn't have to wait too long. So,
And then, do we know what's coming out on Between the Studs this Friday?
that I don't know because Mark is gone.
I'm
so
sure
I don't-
he's scheduled something.
Yeah, hopefully for this week at least. I'm sure. I don't know about
Yeah.
next week though.
We'll have
Hopefully-
to make
Hopefully he
sure.
had a couple videos stocked up.
And then, who's doing Joy of Building on Thursday since Steve?
I believe it'll be Joe and I this week and
Okay.
next. And I think we decided maybe one week Joe will build and I'll moderate, and the other week vice versa. I'll build and Joe will build. Whatever. The opposite of whatever I said the first time.
But
So-
it sounds like it's going to be extremely exciting.
Oh yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
We'll mix it up a little
And
bit.
is your collection that good that you needed 2 parts?
Well, they like to keep the videos to 30 minutes instead of an hour, and we filmed an hour's worth of video, so
Just do
they
an
did two.
hour.
They did two
Make
30-minute
it one
parts.
video, do an hour.
It's all right. It builds the hype.
Okay.
See, they're all
Is that,
excited.
is that how it works?
Part 2.
I don't know. I don't do it. Mark is better at social media stuff than me.
Hello from Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Oh,
Hey, Leandro.
Apollo.
Ed, you're from down that way, aren't you?
My family's from Argentina. Buenos
Yep.
Aires. I have a friend in Sao Paulo.
Let's see.
I saw we shipped all those Masters of the Universe stuff too.
I saw there's a Lego Star Wars collector panel at Dragon Con this year. That's very interesting. I wonder if we're going to know anybody there. You'd think they would have contacted us.
I have no idea.
We know something about Lego Star Wars.
A little bit.
Your collection is great, says Jerry Houston.
Actually, he said my collection is Flex 100.
I-
So
I don't know how to read.
Thank you, Jerry. I appreciate that.
Read those things. Emoji. Let's see. And then any more Battle Baby kits coming? They're all selling really well. We've got the Battle Babies helicopter, the
they all in
Baby
stock right
Mech, and the tank, and they're all in stock right now. We had to change up the design a little bit of the Baby Mech because the parts just aren't available anymore.
Not too much. I mean, visually, it's
Yeah, visually it's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah.
Nobody would be disappointed for sure. But I think what we're going to start having to do in the future is sell them without the babies because the babies are getting too expensive and hard to find.
Well, that would be sad.
So we do have a number of the babies, but
Maybe we sell them.
we're kind of hoarding them for the kids.
Yeah.
So it'll also bring down the price of the kits a little bit. So
Yeah.
if we do have any, they'll probably come out without the baby. Now, what I would like to do with the Battle Babies is instructions to put them all together and make a super mega Voltron.
That'll be
Baby
Voltron.
thing. Yeah.
That'd be
So,
cool.
any other kits? We do have other kits coming out. We've got a Mothman kit coming out. He's actually right there. You want to grab him?
Yeah, sure. Now, I know what Mothman is, but this seems like a pretty obscure thing. Do you want to tell us about why we
I
decided to make Mothman?
Why did we? I don't know. Steven wanted to make him.
And you said go for it?
Yeah.
If you don't do any market analysis before you do invest a whole bunch of time and money in a
Our
custom
Mothman.
monsters like this sell really, really well. So that's our market analysis. We've got the Siren Head, we've got the Xenomorph, the Demigorgon, which is out of stock. but we're gonna
I mean,
make
you grew
more.
up in West Virginia, so I feel like Mothman is more of a...
Okay. I grew up in Maryland by way of New
not grew up.
Hampshire.
Your
I went to college
part
in
of your
West
family is-
Virginia.
yeah, you went to
and my
college, sure.
wife's family
Okay,
is
sorry.
from West Virginia.
Sorry, I got it
did
wrong.
not grow up in West Virginia.
I got
However,
it wrong.
I'm
You
very
have ties in West Virginia,
I wish I
throw a
did
stone
grow
and
up
hit
in
it.
West Virginia. West Virginia is an awesome state.
which is where Mothman originated, isn't
Yes.
that correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyhow, he's popular enough for Steven to want to make him. So
And they grew
So
up
he was
down
first
here,
seen
right?
in West Virginia.
Well, yeah, that's
Yeah.
where the
I guess when you smoke enough, you'll see anything.
smoke or shoot up. I don't know. Anyway,
Toothless, we decided not to do. He was going to be too expensive. Daniel
yeah,
grabbed Toothless.
he's really big.
He's perfect. He's minifigure scale.
He's awesome, but
he's
it's
just
very
really,
parts intensive.
really cool. I mean, Steven did this, and he just did the perfect job on it.
It's great as a mock, but
I
not
think
as
one
a
of the
custom
wings
kit.
fell
One of
off.
the wings
of
fell
it,
off.
but,
You need
So, see
it-
ya.
this would be like $60
At
because
least.
it's just the parts just
parts.
cost so much money to get. Because
Well, you know,
basically,
some of these older
Yeah.
dragon wings. And
retail parts on a Lego set is like 10 cents a piece, and it's going up. And then so with a commission build, usually it's around 30 cents a piece. So if you look at the Brickmania sets, the Battle Brick sets, it's all about 30 cents a piece for custom builds. So we do have a lot though. We've got a Wally coming out, minifigure scale Wally that Steven did. And then we've got this big long list of things coming out, but they're all going to be smaller size items to keep the cost down. I think Dragon Con would need to know if you're setting up a booth before asking about the panel. We have been to Dragon Con before. We used to go all the time. Ed had a blast at Dragon Con.
Yeah, interesting picture taking.
Yeah.
I've
It's
never- I
a
don't
story
know
for another
about
time.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Actually, we got to, our booth was beside Stan Lee one
Yeah,
time.
not too
Remember
far away
that?
from
We
him.
could
Yeah.
look around the corner and we saw Stan Lee signing autographs there. That was really cool. But it was just, they let people sell fake Lego there. So the last year we did it, they put us right down the aisle from someone who had all fake Lego minifigures.
Ah.
And that just set me off.
What really
I just-
made me angry about it was they were calling it Lego. They
Yeah.
weren't saying they were just figures. They were calling it Lego. We complained and they said, "Oh, okay, well, we'll see what we can do," which means screw you. We're not going to do anything about it. So we were like, "Fine, we're done."
Yeah. So that's Dragon Con. They're so successful and so big that they don't need us there, and they can sell anything they want at the
Anytime they want, yeah.
thing anytime they want at the thing. So they didn't. We're just a small fry in their massive vendor hall. I mean, you're talking a massive vendor hall
2 or 3 floors, right?
times 4. Yeah, they've got like
floors.
3 or 4 floors of vendors,
Yeah.
and each hall is like an amazing vendor hall in itself. But then people are also like squished and dressed up, and it's just it's a mess. And somebody came to return one of the fake figures they bought, and they tried to bring it back to us.
Yes.
And they were like, "Hey, yeah, I just bought this I just bought this Gimli, the dwarf, and I want to return it and get my money back." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I was so busy, I wasn't really paying attention, and I was getting ready to give him his money back, and somebody that was working with us, it might have been my son, I don't know, but they said, "Hey, Dad, let me see that real quick." And he looks at it, he says, "This is fake." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, you bought this from that other guy.
You'll get your
not
dollar
us."
back.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, get your dollar back.
$1 back.
So anyhow, we've got some good memories of Dragon Con, but we will not go back and sell there again.
Let me catch up on a couple other comments. Jam Clam had also asked whose collection is next. I don't know. That would be up
That's
to
a
Greg.
good question.
Take 5
Give us some
minutes.
suggestions.
Yeah.
Give us some suggestions. I think we should do some people who don't work at the store. People around here.
Oh yeah,
You
we
know,
we have got
some of the Peach Slug guys. Or,
we've got some killer
Yeah.
collections. We've got a lot of employees' dads have really good
that's
collections.
true. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Ethan's
thinking
dad.
of 2, but also Joshua and Ben's dad has an amazing collection. I don't know if he'll let us in to see it, but it's vintage. Like, you would really like
Oh
it.
yeah.
Does Mark Yutko have a collection, or is he like building and doing things?
He does, yeah. He's
sure
got a
he
killer
does.
collection. And then a lot of the Peach Lug guys up in the north side, like especially Fazoom.
That's what I'm
and,
thinking. Yeah.
Not
Pixar is up
not
there,
only
I
do
think,
they
on the
have
north side.
cool collections, but they've got cool building studios.
Right.
You know?
Right. A cool space, and
Which
you can
is-
see how they organize
would
their
be
parts
really cool
and
to
build
see.
MOCs, and yeah.
Yeah.
So we might branch out into that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's they did a poll, and the collection videos were one of the most popular videos.
But I think that is about it. We got our viewers up to 42
Brick
now,
Jedi said
too.
instructions would be cool. Probably for the toothless. We could maybe
Yeah,
just
we've
sell
never
the
gotten into
instructions.
that. I'm not super into just selling instructions because what happens is people come to us and then they want the parts.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I just bought these instructions, and and a lot of times, and we deal with this when we do our own sets, is we'll buy up to build the sets. We'll buy up all the parts, and then there are no more. You can't get this wing anymore. You can't get this wing anymore.
Right.
So then we're
in bulk quantity.
yeah, and then
For
we're
cheap.
selling, and then it could just disappear, and we don't even know about it. So if we were to sell instructions and they phase out parts that you can't get anymore, I don't like it when people are buying instructions off the internet and then trying to build these instructions, and it's got parts that sometimes they never existed.
They want colors that never existed in that element.
Because maybe they exist in Stud.io or some other online instruction software, but
That happens a lot here at the
to
store.
actually be able to get the parts it's like unobtainium
Yeah.
from Avatar. So I'm not super into selling instructions. I don't. It's not a good business model for me.
All right, last question. Jonathan asked, will you be going to BrickFair, Pennsylvania in September?
Nope.
Don't think so. Okay.
No, our next convention is going to be Atlanta BrickCon, which there's not a lot of details about yet, but hopefully it's like a 5-day convention, a full convention, and it's going to be big this year because there will not be a BrickFair Alabama. So
Right, yep.
yeah. Ed, anything
We're
else?
over an hour here.
No, we're good.
No. Okay. Well, Daniel, you want to go turn it off? And
Yep.
We'll see you guys later. Thanks for
Thanks for
tuning
coming,
in.
everybody.